if I died, with tears come to her eyes. Forgive me for my disrespect.
Think about the song you played when you could not explain what was happening inside you. Maybe you had lost someone. Maybe home did not feel like home anymore. Maybe you were surrounded by people and still felt completely alone.
It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell.
These 12 records came from those moments. Before the microphone turned on, there were hospital rooms, empty cupboards, addiction, funerals, fear, and conversations that never happened. You may already know every word, but once you hear what created them, these songs will never sound the same again. This is rap culture. Number 12, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, Geto Boys.
At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies.
Remember the last time your own thoughts made an ordinary room feel unsafe? That is the world Mind Playing Tricks on Me enters without warning.
When I awake, I don't see the motherfucker. He owns a black hat like I own.
Released in 1991, the Geto Boys' biggest crossover record turned paranoia, depression, and trauma into something hip-hop had rarely admitted so openly.
Take a chill, B, but fuck that shit. There's a nigga trying to kill me.
Scarface drew from real struggles with his mental health, describing sleepless nights and the sense that danger might be hiding everywhere.
I'm staring at the woman on the corner. It's fucked up when your mind is playing tricks.
Willie D adds the way old pain can return without permission, while Bushwick Bill closes the song inside a mind that no longer trusts what it sees.
Money, I drive big cars, everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star.
Isaac Hayes' mournful sample makes every verse feel heavier, as if the music itself is watching from the dark.
The last week that I shot, or is it the one I beat for $5,000?
The record mattered because it removed the armor. These men were not untouchable. They were frightened, exhausted, and trying to understand themselves. For listeners carrying the same fear in silence, the song did more than entertain. It recognized them. Number 11, I Seen a Man Die, Scarface. A prison gate opens. A man steps outside believing 7 years have paid his debt. That brief hope is where this song begins.
Now he's smoking, and he's gotta make a change and make it full the fit.
Scarface follows someone trying to leave his old life behind, only to learn that freedom does not erase reputation, enemies, or consequences. Turning the story into an action scene, Scarface slows everything down.
Coming up, but it's still hurt. And can't nobody change this.
The real punishment is regret. Every decision replayed when there is no time left to make another one. Released in 1994, the song drew strength from people Scarface had watched return home with plans that could not survive their surroundings. He narrates without celebrating the violence or pretending the victim was innocent. That moral complexity is what makes the record hurt.
On this hurt, there's no peace. Everybody's got a different way of it.
It asks whether change is possible when everyone around you insists on meeting the person you used to be.
You took his life, but your memory can never change.
Some songs entertain you. Others stay beside you when nobody knows what to say. Subscribe to Rap Culture if these stories are changing the way you hear the music, because the records deserve to be remembered with the lives behind them. Number 10, Roses, Kanye West.
I know it's past visiting hours, but can I please give her these flowers?
Now place yourself beneath hospital lights that make every face look tired.
I was 9, tell her everything gonna be fine, but I'll be lying, a family crying, they wanted to take.
Your family is whispering, someone is praying, and all the success in the world cannot force a doctor to give you the answer you need.
Medicine go to people that's paid. If Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS and all.
Kanye West built Roses from that helplessness after his grandmother became seriously ill.
There's some people that hate their mother, but everybody love their grandmother.
The song moves through a waiting room where fear, frustration, humor, and love keep colliding.
Is you smoking? You don't see that we hurt, but
Kanye notices the relatives who show up, the tension nobody wants to name, and the strange way old disagreements lose their importance when a life is uncertain. He does not perform grief as something grand. He captures uncomfortable chairs, long hours, and the feeling that money suddenly has no authority.
Feel my heartbeat, beat, beat. If she gon' pull through, we gon' find out soon.
Released on late registration in 2005, Roses understands that families often use laughter to stop themselves from breaking.
My Aunt Shirley, Aunt Beverly, Aunt Clay, Aunt Jean, so many aunties, we could have an aunt.
By the end, the flowers in the title feel less like decoration and more like everything people wish they had said earlier.
We run, we fly, we try, cause with my family, we know we're home.
Number 8, The Crossroads, Bone Thugs and Harmony. For 8 weeks in 1996, America sang along to a funeral song. The Crossroads became enormous because Bone Thugs and Harmony turned private mourning into something millions could carry together. An earlier version already existed, but the deaths around the group kept multiplying. Their mentor, Eazy-E, was gone. So were friends and relatives, including Wally, Wishbone's Uncle Charles, and a teenager known as Little Boo. The remake gathered those names into one spiritual question. Where do the people we lose actually go? Their harmonies soften the grief without reducing it. In the video, death moves through Cleveland collecting souls while the living search for a reason to believe separation is temporary. The record played at funerals, memorials, and family gatherings because it offered language when ordinary condolences felt useless. Bone Thugs did not tell people to stop crying. They built a chorus big enough for everyone to cry inside. That promise of reunion is why the song still feels sacred. Number 7, Dance, Nas.
I dream of the day I can go back to when I was born, laying in your arms.
Nas reached his mother's bedside before she died. That fact sits quietly behind every second of Dance.
Start blazing, thinking of how amazing she was. An angel gave me love.
Fannie Ann Jones had battled breast cancer, and when Nas learned she was nearing the end, he abandoned his tour and flew home.
One of your skills, but mom, you could never be replaced. I give my life up.
The song does not describe a public figure losing a parent. It sounds like a son asking for one impossible favor. One more dance, one more conversation, one more chance to hear that she is proud of him. There is little lyrical display because grief has removed his need to impress.
If I could only have one more dance.
Fannie had worked several jobs after separating from Nas's father, raising 2 boys while watching one drift dangerously close to the streets.
Everything's alright if only I can hear your voice and your laughter. Just one more.
At the end, Olu Dara plays cornet for the woman who once shared his life.
That's when the gates of heaven opened up for you to stroll through, beautiful Ann Jones.
No speech could have carried the same tenderness.
And now I'm good, job well done. You live through your sons and grandchildren.
Dance never became a major single, but people who have lost a parent do not need chart numbers to understand what it is worth.
The trouble I face, they playing our song, the life beat. My hand on your waist, I grab your.
Number 6, Tears, Wu-Tang Clan. Before either verse begins, the sample is already mourning. RZA lifted Wendy Renee's After Laughter Comes Tears and turned its church-like organ into the emotional floor beneath Tears. Then Wu-Tang Clan tells 2 stories that reveal what their armor was hiding, unsafe choices, and regret that arrives after a warning can no longer help. In the early 1990s, gun violence and the AIDS crisis were cutting through black communities at the same time. Wu-Tang did not treat those realities as distant issues. They were names, funerals, and memories carried by young men from Staten Island. That vulnerability gave Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers a depth beyond battle rhymes and martial arts mythology. Tears documented the cost before fame could soften the details. Success eventually changed their circumstances, but the people missing from the celebration remained missing. Number 5. Slippin', DMX. DMX was standing at the top when he admitted he was still falling. His first 2 albums had made him a powerful rap star, yet Slippin' ignored the victory lap and returned to childhood trauma, group homes, homelessness, addiction, and the exhausting cycle of rebuilding. The title is painfully exact. A person gets back up, promises that this time will be different, then feels the ground disappear again. X delivers the song without asking for pity. He sounds like someone searching for meaning inside damage that began before he was old enough to protect himself. Fame gave him money, crowds, and millions of people rooting for him, but none of it could rewrite his earliest memories. When he died in 2021 after years of struggle, listeners returned to this record because it had always contained the truth. Slippin' was never the soundtrack to defeat. It was the sound of a man fighting to stand, even when standing never became easy. Number 4. Everyday Struggle, The Notorious B.I.G. Wake up already tired. Check the bills. Count what is missing. Think about legal work, then remember how little it pays. That is the daily pressure Biggie turns into Everyday Struggle. Unlike the final crisis of Suicidal Thoughts, this record lives in repetition. Nothing dramatic has to happen because survival itself has become exhausting. Biggie weighs family responsibilities against street money, knowing that both choices carry consequences. Easy Mo B's dark production circles beneath him like quicksand, and the hook sounds less like complaint than acceptance. There is no sudden inspirational turn. Biggie never promises that discipline will rescue everyone or that success is waiting around the corner. He admits that some people are simply worn down by the price of continuing. The irony is that Ready to Die made him a star, yet the pressure did not vanish. It changed shape. Decades later, the song remains current because struggle keeps finding new clothes while carrying the same weight. Number 3, Dear Mama, Tupac Shakur.
When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out.
This song is not a tribute written from a perfect childhood. It is what happens when anger finally grows old enough to understand sacrifice.
It was hair, hugging on my mama from a jail cell.
Tupac looks back at Afeni Shakur as an activist, a single mother, and a woman battling addiction, then refuses to reduce her to her hardest years.
One day, running from the police, that's right.
He remembers instability and empty cupboards, but he also remembers protection, loyalty, and a parent continuing with almost nothing.
You always was committed, a poor single mother.
The song moves in 2 directions at once. Tupac forgives Afeni for the pain he carried, while quietly asking forgiveness for the fear his own choices caused her.
Yeah, my plan to show you how I understand. Mom, you all appreciate it.
That balance keeps the record honest. Neither of them becomes flawless. Both are allowed dignity.
If you love your mama, raise your hand in the air. 'Cause dear mama.
Released in 1995, Dear Mama gave children words for gratitude that often arrives after resentment.
Ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love from my daddy.
After Tupac died, the record took on the weight of a farewell. But its deepest power remains simpler. He made sure his mother knew that beneath everything, he had finally seen her clearly.
But all along I was looking for a father, he was gone.
Number 2, All That I Got Is You, Ghostface Killah. Roaches near the cereal, sugar water when there is no milk, too many relatives sharing too little space. Ghostface Killah begins All That I Got Is You with an inventory of details poverty teaches children to hide. His father had left, and his mother was forced to stretch almost nothing across a crowded home. So many tears. Tupac Shakur.
Back in elementary, thrived on misery, left me alone.
There is no single funeral inside So Many Tears. Tupac is grieving an entire life. Friends are gone. Childhood safety never existed. Political hope has been replaced by suspicion, and surviving violence has brought no peace. Released on Me Against the World in 1995, the song finds a 23-year-old sounding decades older, worn down by memories he cannot set aside.
From all the pressure and all the pain, don't meet some happiness again. I'm going blind.
The Stevie Wonder sample floats like something beautiful heard from far away, while Tupac questions why he remains alive when so many people around him do not. That is what separates this record from an ordinary song about sadness. The pain has accumulated until it becomes a way of seeing everything. 1 year later, Tupac was murdered, and listeners returned to So Many Tears, searching for warnings.
I had a mind full of demons trying to break free. They planted seeds and they had.
What they found was not prediction, but exhaustion. He had been using music to carry grief that no person could hold forever. The record ends. The weight does not.
Painting a picture of my enemies killing me in my sleep.
Maybe one of these songs found you during a year you thought you would never survive. Maybe it reminds you of someone whose voice you can still hear, even though they are no longer here. Or perhaps it gave language to pain you had been hiding from everyone around you. That is why these records last. They did not remove the grief. They gave it somewhere to live outside the person carrying it. Which song on this list feels personal to you? Tell us in the comments, subscribe to Rap Culture, and keep the stories behind the music alive.
I'm trapped inside a maze. See this Tangeray influence me to getting crazy, disillusioned.